Diddy's trial just exposed a decades-long Hollywood blackmail operation involving 3 U.S. presidents. Jared Leto allegedly asked a 16-year-old, "Have you ever sucked a duck?" at 3 a.m., and AI bots are now randomly accusing innocent people of sexual assault. Oh, and the Ace family's perfect marriage built on 20 affairs and stolen money. Let's start with first news 1. Diddy's trial, the Hollywood House of Horrors. Let's start with the biggest bombshell that's shaking Tinseltown to its core. Sean Diddy Combs is currently on trial, and the details coming out are absolutely disgusting. We're talking about allegations that would make your skin crawl. Day 18 just wrapped up, and folks, this isn't just about one bad apple. This is about an entire system of abuse that allegedly went on for decades. Multiple victims have testified that Diddy forced them into sexual situations with multiple people while he watched and participated. One victim, called Jane in court, broke down crying as she described being force-fed drugs every single night just to stay awake for these sick games. But here's where it gets really twisted. Prosecutors are saying Diddy was filming everything. Why? To blackmail and control other celebrities. We're talking about a guy who allegedly had dirt on 3 U.S. presidents and even British royalty who attended his parties. The man's own security supervisor testified that Diddy tried to bribe him with $100,000 to destroy video evidence of him beating Cassie Ventura. When that didn't work, Diddy allegedly FaceTimed the beaten-up Cassie and made her tell the security guy she wanted it too. This is what happens when you give someone unlimited power and money with zero accountability. Hollywood has been protecting predators for decades, and Diddy's trial is just the tip of the iceberg. If half of these allegations are true, this man belongs under the jail, not in it. Jared Leto, the predator, hiding in plain sight. Speaking of Hollywood predators, Jared Leto is facing some serious heat right now. 9 women have come forward with allegations that this 53-year-old actor has been targeting underage girls for years. The details are absolutely sickening. One woman says when she was just 16 years old, Leto, who was 36 at the time, grabbed her arm outside a cafe, got her number, and started calling her between 1 to 3 a.m. asking disgusting sexual questions like, "Have you ever sucked a duck?" Another model, Laura LaRue, claims Leto watched her intensely at an event when she was 16, got her number, and invited her to his house where he allegedly teased and flirted with her. These aren't just random accusations. We're talking about a pattern of behavior spanning years, with multiple victims who were minors at the time. Hollywood has this sick obsession with protecting artistic talent over protecting kids. Leto's been hiding behind his Oscar and his rock band for years, while allegedly preying on teenage girls. The fact that his reps are trying to downplay this as nothing inappropriate is absolutely disgusting. Where there's smoke, there's usually fire, and this house is burning down. The Ace family, implosion, Catherine Paiz, drops the nuclear truth bomb. I'll remember the Ace family? That picture-perfect YouTube family that made millions off their perfect life? Well, Catherine Paiz just blew that fantasy to smithereens, and the truth is, ugly. Catherine revealed that Austin McBroom cheated on her with not 1, not 2, but 20 different women. But wait, it gets worse. He gave her an STD that destroyed their intimacy, then had the audacity to claim she allowed him to cheat because they weren't sleeping together. The woman was basically living in hell while making 7 figures a month. She felt like a clown in a circus, forced to film every private moment, including her own labor and her kids' birthdays, for YouTube content. She discovered 6-figure amounts missing from their accounts and found out their house was in foreclosure from her father-in-law because Austin was too much of a coward to tell her. Now Austin is desperately trying to get her tell-all book removed from Amazon because the truth is finally coming out. This is what happens when you sell your soul for YouTube fame. Austin McBroom built his empire on lies and exploitation, and now it's all crashing down. Catherine stayed silent for years to protect the family brand, but money can't buy integrity. Good for her for finally speaking her truth, even if it took way too long. ChatGPT goes rogue. AI bot falsely accuses law professor of sexual assault. Here's something that should scare the hell out of everyone. Artificial intelligence is now making up sexual assault allegations out of thin air. ChatGPT falsely accused law professor Jonathan Turley of sexual harassment, claiming he made sexually suggestive comments and attempted to touch a student during a trip to Alaska. The problem? Turley has never taught at the university. ChatGPT claimed never took students on trips, never been to Alaska with students, and has never been accused of sexual harassment in 35 years of teaching. The AI even made up a fake Washington Post article to back up its lies. This is absolutely terrifying. We're living in a world where AI can destroy someone's reputation with completely fabricated stories, and there's no real way to fight back. Unlike dealing with a lying reporter, you can't call up ChatGPT's editor and demand a retraction. We need laws regulating this tech right now before it destroys more innocent people's lives. OnlyFans addiction. X page 3. Model sounds the alarm former. Page 3. Girl Nicola McLean is speaking out about the dark side of OnlyFans, and her warnings are chilling. She says young women are getting addicted to money and being pushed into extreme behavior to compete with creators who are willing to do more for less. McLean specifically called out creators like Bonnie Blue, who brags about sleeping with barely legal boys, and publicly states she'll service married men if their wives don't put out enough. McLean is 100% right. OnlyFans has created a race to the bottom where women feel pressured to do increasingly degrading things just to pay rent. It's predatory capitalism disguised as empowerment, and it's destroying young women's self-worth and boundaries. Miley. Cyrus. The creative accounting of drug money. Miley. Cyrus casually admitted that drugs were her biggest cost during her wild phase, and she hid it from her accountant by labeling drug purchases as vintage clothes. Whenever her accountant asked to see these expensive vintage pieces, she'd make up excuses about them being too delicate to show. My take? At least Miley's honest about her past mistakes and has turned her life around. She's been sober since 2019 and openly talks about how it changed her life. That's more integrity than most celebrities show. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. The only good news in this messin'. The only wholesome story of the bunch, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce attended his cousin's wedding in Tennessee. Taylor wore a beautiful pale blue dress, and wedding guests said she was kind, down-to-earth, and lovely. Finally, some celebrities who aren't completely dysfunctional. It's refreshing to see a couple that seems genuinely happy without any dark secrets or scandals. The bottom line, Hollywood is absolutely rotten to its core, folks. Between predators like Diddy and Leto allegedly preying on vulnerable people, exploitative platforms like OnlyFans destroying young women, and AI spreading fake sexual assault allegations, we're living in some seriously dark times. The only silver lining? More victims are finding the courage to speak up, and the truth is finally coming to light. These powerful predators can't hide behind their fame and money forever. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and never trust the glittery facade of celebrity culture. The truth is always uglier than what they want you to see. Remember to hit that subscribe button and share this with everyone who needs to know the real story behind the headlines. The mainstream media won't tell you this stuff, but we will.